What is up, you guys? My name is Anton, and I do college football videos with Miami Hurricanes in focus. Now, before I start rolling all the clips, this video is only interviews up till week 2. Interesting stuff. I want you guys to hear just the players and just the the staff and get their feels of what they're thinking. And, that's all it is there. So check it out. Don't overanalyze. This is spring practice, but I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What you thinking of what you're hearing from spring practice? Are you happy? Are you not? If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't joined our exciting college football community. Guys, I got to say right now a little early, but at the end of the day, doesn't matter. It's always all about the you.
With guys and wherever we think they can do best, because obviously with our offensive staff being new, we're learning more about what our guys can do and what they can't do. So whether it's Coach Barry or any other spot, we're trying to put everybody in the best position to succeed.
What are your impressions, I guess, of Kennedy? Because obviously he's a grad transfer, a guy that I guess all of us sort of looked at and thought, okay, he'd probably step right in and go into the starting lineup. But what are you sort of seeing or some of his challenges, and where do you think ultimately can help you?
If we know the answer to the second part of that question in terms of where he'll eventually feature, what he's learning, to be honest, but a lot of our learning is just the different tempo of our practice, going up against better players that he's probably gone up against at any point in his career, and understanding that, when Coach Barry's teaching you these techniques, you better be on point with them because you need him to go against the guys that we're going against on our defensive front. So, but the good thing about Tommy is he's a willing learner. And right now, he's just trying, like all of them, he's just trying to get better every day.
Manny, Cam talked a little, he was one of those guys that came on late in the year. How much has he been able to build on that and just, come into the spring with that confidence of what he did for you guys last year?
So I think what he took out of last year is he knows physically that he can play at this level. Now, what we've done with him and everyone else is we've taken him out of their comfort zone because mentally, okay, they're all learning from scratch again. And we are being persistent as coaches is that we are throwing this at him at a rapid speed, and it is intense, and the learning is intense, and Cam and all those guys are fighting to keep up, and we're trying to separate. I'm going a little bit off the Cam question here. We're trying to separate the guys that really like football from the guys that really love football, and that's why I love what our staff is doing. They're being very, very demanding of our players, not just physically, not just in the energy, which everybody can feel, but mentally, there's a lot to learn, and ultimately we'll see who's got the ability to keep up.
With Greg Rousseau, is he?
Well, we all just challenging each other to be better. Everything we come out here is to compete, to make each other better. So it's nothing really about who want to be first or second. If your name called, be the best man.
D. Wiggins told us he put up.
It opens the whole playbook opens it up for the tight ends. We have a great opportunity, and we just got to take advantage of what they're giving us. So we got to study hard and got to perform on the field, and hopefully they trust us enough to let us go during the season.
And from what coaches said, you expect more use of 2 tight end sets than you had in Marcus and Thomas Brown's offense.
Oh yeah, so hopefully we just got to let the coaches trust us, and we got to do our best, and hopefully that's what they go for, and me and Breville be ready to go.
He can make all the throws, he's got good zip on his ball. And then from a physical standpoint, he gives you an element with his legs, either A, on design quarterback runs, or B, on improvisation that makes the defense have to defend 2 plays. So there's no doubt that he's got good skills. All of our quarterbacks are all, again, being held to a ridiculously high standard by Coach Enos in terms of how they take a drop, how they maneuver in the pocket, where their eye progression should be. So all of that is new for all those guys. And so we wouldn't expect any of those guys to be perfect at it, just 4 or 5 days in, but they're learning. It's been a good competition. Activity after spring practice, and there will be some more guys that'll be available. And so, to me, it's sometimes it's a best available. Who's out there that you think can help improve our. You can't bring in a transfer that you don't think is going to improve your football team, either because of that they're having a very special skill set that maybe you don't have, or just because your depth just really dictates that you got to bring guys in. And right now, it'd be too early to say for sure we have to bring a guy at this particular position.
How about at cornerback? Obviously, you got 2 young guys coming in now in the fall, but is there enough bodies? I mean, you obviously moved Frierson over to safety and made some moves with cornerback.
Yeah, it's not a matter of having enough bodies that can play.
Right.
Enough bodies that can play. So that's why this is a great spring for Al Blades and for DJ Ivey and for Nigel Bethel. And the neat thing is all of those guys so far in the first couple of days have flashed and done some good things. But are you that guy? Mm-hmm. Are you the guy that's got to do it down for down? But going back, no one would have thought that about Michael Jackson 3 years ago, and he became one of the top corners in the ACC. So if they trust the coaching they're getting from Mike Rump and just trust the defensive scheme, then all of a sudden those guys will find out that the opportunities there to make plays.
So 2 more guys.
Man, how is Jaron Williams looking? How's he progressing now specifically?
Jaron has arm talent. Jaron can make throws. In terms of getting better, in terms of commanding the huddle and understanding what's going on. That's just the deal. I mean, Coach Enos is really demanding and really wants them to do it exactly right. And when they come out here and sometimes they think they know, then they don't know. So again, like I said, once those guys become more comfortable in terms of our pass concepts, then I think some of the natural talent will start to really show.
I know it's early to ask this, but when would you like to name a starting quarterback? Some people do it after the spring, some people wait till a week before the first game. What's your philosophy on that?
To me, when it's obvious. To me, if you have a guy, you want that guy to be the starting quarterback because you want everyone in the locker room to know. If you don't have a guy, if you're not sure who the guy is, then you got to battle it out. So to me, it's not a, there's no craftiness of trying to hold it in. I mean, if we knew today, we'd announce it today. But like I said, I like what we have going on right now, and I think it puts, again, one of the big themes of the spring, out of your comfort zone, everybody on edge, no one really comfortable with anything, and let's see who responds in the chaos.
You know what? We've made a little bit of progress. We haven't made a lot of progress in any area. We have a lot of work to do. We have to learn how to be a quarterback first and foremost. We have to learn the off-the-field intangible things it takes to be a championship-level quarterback. We're learning those on a daily basis, trying to mentor them and teach them how to do that. Their preparation, their mindset, their focus, their attitude, the way they walk in this building every day, the mindset that they have on the practice days, the off days, everything. So that is a work in progress. And then obviously, from a fundamental technique standpoint, we have a long way to go on just taking a proper drop, the mechanics, where our eyes and feet go, and we're making strides. But it's been a slow process, as you would expect. We only had 4 practices, so we don't get to work with them in the off days as far as their techniques and fundamentals. But certainly, we'll continue to make strides this spring. But I think the biggest development work will be from April 20th until we record in July, if that makes sense to you. Because right now we're assessing where their inadequacies are, and we're going to work on those right now. But when it comes to the end of spring practice, we are going to give each and every one of them a workout, and that's going to be totally detailed and focused on where their improvements need to come as far as technique and fundamentals. So they're going to have to do a lot of that in the off season as far as on their own. Right now, we want them to get very comfortable with the terminology. They're speaking a new language, if you will. Some of these guys have never even called a play in a huddle before, and so that's new, just articulating the play call to everybody rather than just looking to the sidelines and getting the signal and snapping the ball. Some of them have never used the cadence very much because they just clap a lot, so we're incorporating some different cadences with them as well, which we think will help us in the long run. But when you are doing this many things that are kind of foreign to them, there will be some growing pains in practice as we're experiencing right now, but certainly we're just going to continue to grind and try to get them better every day.
Hey, Coach.
If you stayed all the way through the end of this video to this part, thank you so much. You're a true fan and a great supporter of this channel, and I can't thank you enough. I do have one thing I could ask you to do. If you go on any of my videos, there's a link down all the way on the bottom. It's new. It's Patreon. If you could just click it, it's going to throw you out to this website. I'm asking you to do one thing. Just click it. See if you want to support. My name is Anton. I make YouTube videos and Canes Insight, all college football world. Just click the link and look at it. I'm not saying donate, but if you can, I have several tiers set up over there. If you start off, you could do as little as $1. The price, of a little Gatorade bottle, and if you could do, the price of 2 smart water bottles, that's great. That's $5 a month. Anything helps. 10, 15, whatever tier. There's some stuff you get in exchange if you help me support as a creator. I greatly appreciate it.